The PM will shortly visit a panda breeding centre on his final full day in China. Our political correspondent Cam Reddin is there live for us. Cam, what do we expect with a panda visit exactly?
Well, we knew this was coming, Laura. Some of the best pictures, arguably, that we might get out of this week-long visit in China. We're here in Western China, in the Sichuan province, which is the heart, really, of panda country when it comes to China. And this area here, the Chengdu Panda Breeding Research Base, is the heart, really, of the research effort to get more of these guys into their natural habitat. The numbers of giant pandas, particularly in China, which they're native to, have been dropping for many years. Of course, a big part of that has been trying to get the environment right. We've had those two pandas, a couple now, at least in different forms, to Australia in the Adelaide Zoo. Chi and also Yi Lan are the two that are there. Wang and Funi, about 5 million people circled through Adelaide Zoo to see them over the course of their tenure for more than a decade. So the Prime Minister will be here in the next 10 minutes or so, inspecting the research base, hopefully coming face to face with a few pandas as well, although it should be noted most of them are behind glass. So we're not going to get the sorts of scenes that we saw the best part of 40 years ago when Bob Hawke came here as Prime Minister, the last Australian leader to do so, and held up the giant panda baby cub in his fists like that. Not going to be the case with the Prime Minister today. He's going to have a look through this research centre here. There's a whole bunch of information about pandas and their native breeding habitat, which has been a real struggle to get that right and to get the number of that endangered species up over recent years. This is the real conclusion to the event and the itinerary throughout this journey through China. Laura, there was obviously the main event earlier this week, the meeting with President Xi and Premier Li in Beijing. He took a tour of the Great Wall of China yesterday, retracing the steps of his Labor hero, Gough Whitlam. There'll be some other meetings later today around medical technology, including with Cochlear here in Chengdu, a great Australian business success story, restoring the hearing to thousands in Australia and China as well. But in terms of the cute and cuddly pictures for this trip, Laura, this is probably the main event on that front. But I'm not expecting an announcement of any further pandas coming down under.
OK, well, keep us posted, Cam. Appreciate that.